to 3 to 5 videos a day. And I was using Facebook. I was using Facebook quite a considerable amount of times, like, you know. And I wasn't really getting anyone watching my lives. I was going live on Facebook, by the way. And I was doing this consecutively every single day, being consistent, making a habit out of it, you know, which is my brand, Make a Habit. And basically, kind of long story short, because I don't want to I'm just going to give you a little intro of who I am, because the last time I did training, I absolutely forgot we're only human. So anyway, basically, Jamal reached out to me after about me being in doing it for like, I'll say roughly, I think I was doing it for about 6 months, roughly, maybe a bit longer. Reached out to me, asked me how am I so consistently on his timeline? Every morning he sees me, you know, he sees me all the time. He's got like over 3,000 friends. How has he seen me? We had a conversation. We basically exchanged numbers because we're both in the UK. He called me or I called him. No, I really don't recall. But the point is basically, I think he called me actually. But what the most important thing of the message is basically is that when he spoke to me, he just shared something with me. And I was like, wow, really? You've traveled how many times? You've traveled how many times? He told me 20 times. I said, okay, cool. I mean, how are you doing that? And we carried on talking, you know, we're just, you know, praising each other for, you know, what we do, you know, and, you know, just encouraging each other with everything that's going on within the UK, with young people astray and crime just going sky high, you know, with people coming out of unemployed, you know, people finding it difficult to get jobs. This young man was doing extraordinarily well in network marketing. At the time, I didn't really understand exactly what he was doing, but he just told me what he'd done. He said he's traveled over 19 to 20 times. I was like, oh, this is interesting. Cut a long story short, we had a little disagreement because I started to say to him, you know what, you're selling me something. I never asked you to sell me nothing. I'm not interested in what you're buying. What you're selling to me, I'm not wanting to buy. And basically, I'm pretty sure most of you on this call have probably been through this situation where, you know, you feel pressured that you have to buy something and you really don't want to buy something. So basically, it's cut a really long conversation short. A year and a half later, we are here today, still in business, stronger than ever. Can you please mute your line when you join the call? Hello, please mute your lines. So basically, what I'm sharing with you is the fact that always remember how you got into the industry. Always remember what your why is. Like my why really does, like, it's this, basically I'll say to you what my why is. My why is to have time with my family. My why is really just to have the freedom to do the things I've always wanted to do, you know, and that means not having a job, not being, you know, I loved my job, don't get it wrong. I had a really good pay as well for what I did. Despite the fact I was on 0 contract hours, I somehow managed to maintain 40 to 60 to 70 hours, sometimes doing that many hours, even though I was on a 0 contract hours consistently, you know, but it wasn't making me happy. I wasn't happy. And I needed to find something that would make me happy, that would make me content. So I looked and I kept on looking, and I've been unsuccessful many a times, like most of you on this call. Every one of us have in something or something we've done. So for me, it was like, you know what, I really need to find something. So I grasped onto this network marketing opportunity. I did so many freeway calls, you know, I did everything I could possibly do, you know, to really just launch my business into orbit. But what actually happened is I got 2 people in the business really quickly within a month to 2. And then I started to just let go of my foot on the gas. I started to, you know, not be so consistent, not to follow up on everything I was doing. And the fortune is in the follow-up. So cut a long story short, fast forward now into about, 3 months ago, when I actually invested in my personal development. And I just needed a few tweaks here and there. And to cut a long story further short, which I keep saying, but I have to because I could talk forever. The point is, I want to get you straight into the training. I just wanted you to understand who you're listening to, why I'm here, and what I've done. So in the space of about coming up to 2 months, I've brought in coming up to 10 people, whereas previous months, I've brought no one into my business. And I'm saying I brought them into my businesses. And what I'm saying, I don't really say what I do. I don't pull it out there publicly what I do. I just do things differently, you know, and I prefer that. Whatever works for you, let it work for you. So basically, from having no one in my business and literally losing the people that were in my business because I wasn't delivering, I wasn't being the leader that I claimed to be clearly enough for people to leave and see no value in what I do. So therefore, I had to have a realization within myself. I had to make a decision. I had to, make a really difficult decision. I had to decide, you know what? Do I really want to be in this industry? Why do I want to be in this industry? Do I want to continue? Do I really want this? And this is why it's so important you have a why that really makes you want to cry. And if it doesn't make you want to cry, and like, you've got to be accountable for yourself, but it's always good to have someone who's accountable for you. But if you don't feel like you're going where you want to go, and you're feeling like, why am I even doing this? Then your why really is the thing that picks you back up when there's no one around you, when you're all alone, when there's no one supporting what you're doing. Because our family and friends ain't going to build our business. Strangers are going to build your business for you. It's facts. So Holton Buggs, you know, Eric Worre, you know, Les Brown, Tony Robbins, Gary Vee, you know, these people, you know, I can name, you know, strangers are the people that built their business. You and I are the ones who built their business. We're not their family. We're not their friends. Or maybe some of you might know them personally. So without further ado, I'm going to go straight into Facebook and show you how I've gone from unpro to pro in Facebook, and how I am basically building a massive engagement. Considering when I say massive engagement, I'm talking about thousands of views. I'm talking about hundreds of likes. Some of my videos have got 1,000 now. I'm talking about basically building rapport with people that I've never had rapport with before, where I was spamming them. So I'm going to go straight into that. Okay, so I'm going to just share my screen, and I'm going to basically show you what I do and how it's very effective for me, and how I've been able to have conversations with people that I haven't spoken to in years and still build a rapport. And in fact, two of them is actually in my business now. So I'm just going to share my screen. Zoom will start. Yeah. Okay, we're going to do that. Okay, so here we go. Excuse me, dusty dust. So there you go, you've got my Facebook here. So I'm going to go in order of how the training, I actually put the training down. So I'm going to go step by step right through. You want to get a pen and paper, grab a pen and paper, make sure you get that handy. So we're going to be discussing how to use Facebook like a pro. We're going to be covering attraction marketing. We're going to be learning how to, you know what, even better, let me just show you what exactly we're going to be doing, because I've actually got a flyer right here that my team partner, my business partner in crime, Ali, who's just recently joined the team, is basically she's tagged me in it, and I've shared it on my post after 3 hours from a previous post, but we'll go into that in a bit. So, oh, there's 11 comments. Okay, so as you can see, we're doing a how to use Facebook like a pro. You know, we'll be covering attraction marketing, learning how to advertise without spending any money on advertising your business. Now, I'm really passionate about this because I have spent money on advertising. I can tell you this now. And that's like throwing money into a bottomless pit. And it's just like shooting in a goal with your eyes closed. I didn't really get success with it because I didn't know my target audience. So this is something we're going to be covering as well. How to build quality audience and what to look for when adding and accepting Facebook friends. Building instant rapport with new people and existing friends who you have not spoken to in months or even years. Learn to use Facebook Messenger like a professional, or like Andy B that's on the call, like a pro. You know, that's how he likes to call it. So, as you can see, there's a 3-hour gap. And I do this strategically. There's a 3-hour gap, 3 hours from my previous post. So, if you're in the lines of network marketing, affiliate marketing, or just business in general, the one thing you need to know is that people that you want in your business needs to be fully liking personal development. So I'm going to act like, let's just act like we're all new to Facebook. So I'm not going to make it like really basic, but I'm going to show you something. So I've got 1,343 friends. I've actually deleted over 2,000 in the space of under a month, actually, because I wasn't engaging with them, they weren't engaging with me, and they didn't have no set purpose as I did. So since I mentioned Andy, let's have a look at Andy's profile. As you can see, he's got a cover photo, and he looks pretty professional here, or, as he likes to say, pro. And Andy B, breakthrough and follow through, personal development. Now, if he wasn't my friend, and funny enough, it's because of this actual cover photo is why I added him as a friend, and now we're in multiple businesses together. funny enough. So as you can see, learning how to advertise without paying, hey? Learning how to advertise. So we're going to talk about that right now. This is attraction marketing at its best. He's done this cover photo, you know, which looks very professional, you know, and basically, as you can see, he's actually given a little information about him. He hasn't put a bio in. He's wanting you to click a link. More about me in a long comment below. To be honest with you, when I see a link, I rarely click on it. You know, I rarely click on a link. I really do suggest that you put a mini bio there so it captures your audience and about who you are, you know? So for me, if I was about to add Andy, I'd be like, well, he's only got 8 comments, surprisingly, and he's only got 31 likes. So I'd be like, well,
Andrew, go to the next cover. That was a testing cover of a second version. Go to the next cover. So basically, you know, you got a history of cover photos. Go to the next one. The one just before it.
Okay, thank you. It's very interactive. If you have a conference, if you want to actually ask something in between, put your hands up and I'll be messaged directly so we can just keep this flowing. But thank you, Andy. Anyone who wants to ask anything, just ask in chat. If you're new to Zoom, you know, if you go into chat, just type it in and I'll be notified of any questions that needs to be answered or anything you want to tell me. I should have mentioned that before, so I can just flow through the training without any interruptions. Thanks anyway, Andy. So, as you can see, now most people, how many of you are really going to raise your hands up? You know, how many of you are really going to swipe to see what the next cover photo is? Very slim, hardly any of you. I can guarantee you hardly any of you are really going to slide through. There's like how many people on Facebook? Let's just put it this way. On the population of the UK is like 66 million. And people now forever are complaining about they don't have enough time. You know, and we've got so much things to assist us and make us have more time than ever before, but we still complain we don't have enough time. So anyway, as you can see, Andy's got 85 likes and 57 comments. Now, to be honest with you, I wouldn't have, I personally would have done this, but I know most people wouldn't do that. So you would just click on the first one and you'll got 8 comments. Okay, let's have a look and see if this person is genuinely real. Okay, cool. Yeah. As you can see, I've responded to him. A few other people's responded to him, you know, and if I do scroll over to the next one, maybe you might have, you know, okay, this person looks real and they're responding as well. So this is something you really want. I hope you got a pen and paper if you don't already know this. You want to get people that are already engaging, that understand about engagement on Facebook, because let's face it, you can have the best content. And I'm telling you now, personally speaking, a lot of people told me I've had really good content and people have wanted to charge me under this really ridiculous amounts of sums of money to actually be my PR. Funny enough, I found a better way, which has worked really effectively for me. And the PR that wanted to get me on board because they could saw my value, my daily motivational videos, you know, and actually this PR actually works with multi-millionaires, you know, celebrities, and she just took to me and she really wanted to bring me on board under her wing and, you know, charge her celebrity fee. And at the time I was not earning a celebrity fee and my vision, my mindset wasn't even seeing that money, even though there's no lack of money. Money was created in the mind. But anyway, moving on. This is attraction marketing. And maybe sometimes you might pay for this. As you can see, it looks like it's been paid for. He looks like a professional. This is someone you would want to have in your business, because when you're bringing people into your business, you need to take into account that, 1, there's some kind of indication that they like personal development. 2, they're regularly online, because you want to be engaging with them. This all goes engagement in so many different ways. There's 3 different ways of engagement that I do. 1, I comment on someone's post on their timeline. 2, I hit them up on Messenger. And 3, I hit them up on story. So I'm going to show you exactly what I do. So for example, say I didn't like Andy and I was just adding him. I would actually go, you know, like, I would comment, and, you know, here's one I done early, Blue Peter, if anyone's seen Blue Peter. You see, there you go, I've commented, and Andy's responded. 4 weeks. So exactly the same time he responded. He loved my comment, I loved his comment, and there you go. So then I would then go straight into a conversation with Andy. As you can see, I've communicated with him first thing in the morning. We're both accountable for each other. You know, we've got a thing where we do 3 different things, you know, which is very important for start your day. Basically, don't open your eyes, affirmations. So you want to go for your affirmations, you want to go for your why, before you open your eyes, before you start the day, when your brain is at its optimum performance. The best time to learn, even teachers will tell you this, best time to learn is first thing in the morning. This is why I don't understand why school don't start so early in the morning, because it's the best time to learn when you're just waking up. That's when you're going to take the information in. So you don't open your eyes, visualization, you know, go for your affirmations, go for your gratitude. Don't look at your mobile phone. Do not look at your mobile phone. Do not look at any social media. And the night before, 1 hour before you go to bed, do not look at your phone. Do exactly the same thing. Go through your day, you know, unwind through your day on how your day was going. You know, this is how I do things, and this is how I teach. You know, I teach and mentor my business partners and, you know, clients. Basically, you really want to just unwind the day in your mind and see and be better than you was the previous day. So as you can see, I've done my 3 things. I'm pretty sure Andy's probably done his 3 things. But anyway, I'm going to move out of there and basically explain to you how important it is that your story matches your Facebook profile. Let me repeat that for you. Your story, if those of you don't use story, you're really wasting valuable space here. Your story needs to match your Facebook profile. People just use story and don't really use it for any real purpose, but I use mine for a purpose, and I really do use it. When I say use it for a purpose, for example, 7 of these people have looked at this training today. Now, they've not reached out to me, and I haven't had time because it's last-minute training to reach out to them. Some of them are on this call because they're my team, and some of them I've paid, haven't really mentioned anything about the training because it's too last minute, but that's okay. Because when I go into my profile, let's just come out of here. If I go into my actual Facebook profile, you would see that I've started the day, let's come out of here. I've started the day with a motivational post, you know, quote, engagement. It's so important with engagement. But what I really want to do is tell you about the whole thing with attraction marketing. The one thing that I've learned from it the most is that you're targeting your audience, no one else's audience but yours. You need to know who your audience is. Now, the best way to put it is that I would explain it is that if you're looking to do business with someone, are they someone that you would actually sit down in a room with? Are they someone that you would actually want to socialize with? Stop looking at your business with the people that's coming in, if you do, as a paycheck, and start looking at people as people. You know, people that you actually genuinely want to build a rapport with and actually want to, you know, break bread with, you know, have a conversation, go to an event, be part of your family. Don't just bring people, because this is why network marketing has such a bad name and reputation. A lot of people leave casualties behind because they bring people into their business and their organization and they don't support them. Now, if you're in this industry to make money, I suggest you just leave if you don't have no intentions of people. If you do not care about people, if you do not care about helping families, you know, people that are struggling in their life or just want an additional income, want to have that lifestyle, then I really do say now to just leave this call altogether. But if you're someone who really, really has a powerful why, wants to help people, you know, really wants to understand how you can build your business from ground zero up or continue building your business from wherever it's at right now, I strongly advise you to stay on this call, take notes, leave a comment in the actual where you can actually post a comment and it will get fed back to me and I'll answer questions afterwards. So I'm going to basically talk to you about attraction marketing. Your post really wants to appeal to your target audience. So like I've done this post here and I'm looking out for people that's in crypto, that likes cryptocurrency. I want to know, you know, who does. But at the same time, this is actually an offer where you can actually get $50, you know, for free, 50 crypto for free currency. So that, as you can see, not many people have actually responded back, but then you can see that people have actually gone, if you know, they've messaged me, you know, privately and said, you know what, I want to know more about this. And as you can see, people have actually engage with me. And one thing you'll notice of me is I engage straight away. 13 hours ago, I engaged automatically. And the reason why is because Facebook algorithms has changed a lot. I'm not going to go into the in-depth with that because that's another training in itself that I wouldn't be delivering because I don't know it that well. But what I do understand about it is that when you're posting on your wall, if you don't respond back to the people that are liking and post and that are specifically commenting on your post and even liking your post, then Facebook algorithms isn't going to really show your post, isn't going to really rank your post further up, and not all your friends are going to see your post. Now, if you're someone who wants to get massive engagement, this is really important to you. And if you want to be someone who is seen as a leader, then you really need to take into account what I'm basically saying to you. Attraction marketing is so effective when you use it properly and efficiently. So like for me, it's like, I'm like, okay, I want to now, so as you can see, I'm using my attraction marketing to call all leaders at heart. So calling all leaders and leaders at heart, each morning you wake up, like I've already told you, before you open your eyes, practice gratitude along with affirmations, aka prayers. You know, you will never know your future until you start creating it for yourself. Do more, be more than you was yesterday. If you have no team, still wake up like you're a leader. And as you can see, I'm not going to go reading this, you could read it afterwards. But the most important thing, as you can see, is I'm engaging with my target audience. I'm a leader, as I've been told so many times by my team and strangers alone. So therefore, I didn't realize at the time my target audience was leaders. So I wasn't even aiming at my leaders before, or at the people that really like my content. I was aiming for people that were in a job, that were in a 9-to-5, because I was in a job mentality. If you recall my why, what I was mentioning to you at the start of this call, I was in a job mentality. I didn't understand, you know, who my target audience was, despite me doing a business development management training. So I'm actually accredited to deliver this training. Imagine that. I actually completely forgot, but I'm actually accredited to deliver training. I mean, branding. I mean, I'm really something that I love to do. And I've fallen into without even realizing. But anyway, as you can see, this is attracting leaders. So let's have a look and see who's been commenting. Thank you, Ali. Nailed everything. You know, thank you, Angeline. Absolutely agree, bro. And as you can see, every single comment has been responded to. Every single comment has been responded to. And it's so important that you do this. And I engage also with the post. So I'm going to move on from this to explain to you and share with you what you need to do in order to get your engagement up and why it's so important. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a conversation with someone I've not had a conversation with in a while. Or, you know, okay, so that's training. Training is live now. Okay, let's have a conversation. So what are we going? Doing training in 90 minutes, thought you weren't doing it. Huh? Okay, so as you can see, someone's messaged me. So I'm going to just show you how I conversate with people. Most importantly, Facebook also, which I just learned recently from my millionaire mentors, which is quite interesting, is that Facebook actually, well, I don't even understand why I didn't know this. And if I don't know this, how many more people don't know this? Facebook actually, believe it or not, tracks your conversations in Messenger. So they actually check to see if you're communicating with people. So the people that you're chatting to on your profile, they're checking to see you communicate with them on your Messenger. And they're also checking to see if you communicate with them on your story. If you match all of these, if you do all of these 3 things I've just said to you, so that's your Facebook profile, you put a post up, you engage with the audience that's on your Facebook profile. So immediately when you get a comment, so preferably if you're posting something and you may so happen to have a 9-to-5 or you're about to go into a meeting, always do it so you have at least an hour to respond, at least half an hour to an hour to respond to comments. Or if you've not got that time and your time is precious, at least give yourself 15 minutes to respond to comments and the likes. Even if someone doesn't even actually comment on your post, go out and see their posts and see what they're posting. It's all about social, interacting, engagement. It's not about going on Facebook and wanting to be a loner. Then don't be on Facebook. If you're going to start get a hissy fit when someone comments on your post or likes something, you get a panic attack. You know, if you really want to build strong engagement, which will lead to having people either in your business or as clients, customers, paying customers, then you really want to be engaging with your audience and building instant rapport. So I thought you weren't doing it. Okay, so immediately I'm going to be like, shot face. This is called changing state. You know, I'm like, what do you, and I'm going to tell her, what, do you want to jump on the training now? Would you like to jump on the training? Question mark. Always, always, always. When you're leaving a comment on Messenger, you want to leave it. I'm going to say basically, thank you, Samuel Mihiko, for this one. When you're actually leaving a comment, as one of my mentors, when you're leaving a comment, you really want to, you know, leave one that is asking a question, so they have to respond back. So I'm going to show you how I deal with people that I don't really speak to that often, and I've nicknamed it ghosting, where you look at someone's post on a messenger, and I don't know how many of you that happens to. Leave a comment, raise your hand, where someone looks at your post but they don't say nothing at all. So, for example, there's a guy here that's just, he's ghosting me. He's checking my post, he's watching my story, and I'm keeping engagement with him. But you know, after a while, it's like, okay, this has got to the point that you may be deleted soon because you're not really engaging with me no more for whatever reason. So we'll move on from him, and I'll just go over to someone who messaged me yesterday. Someone, where is he? Someone. So you see, as you can see, I have a lot. I really do. I don't just say it, I do it. So the best thing to do is, like, for example, for you to be accountable for yourself, instead of me saying message people, what does that mean to you? What am I doing? Okay, let me put it into perspective. When you're messaging people, you really want to have a target of how many people you message a day and how many people you add and how many people you delete. So I have a system in play that basically what I do is everyone I talk to on my profile, as in comment and like my post, I go into Messenger and also comment to them there as well. I literally comment to minimum 30 people a day. So you can break that out throughout the day if you want, but that's my target. Set yourself a target, you know. But lately what I've been doing, just having fun, enjoying it with the time freedom I have, I've been basically having conversations with people. I would say roughly 50 to 100 conversations. One's actual proper flowing conversations, about, I'll say 40 to 50 conversations. And then I would add a roughly minimum of 15 people a day. I haven't been doing that because I'm being too busy deleting people out of my friends list, so I can focus on engaging with everyone. Because before, just to explain something a bit more for you, before, the old school way was add as many friends as you possibly can, hit 5,000 quickly. But I wasn't really wanting to hit 5,000 that quickly. Thank God I didn't, because that would take me forever to get down to 1,000. 5,000 people, it's ridiculous. And you don't want to use a Facebook removal thing, because you might remove people of value that will buy into your business here and now. A lot of people are chasing people that are in a 9-to-5 or a job mentality or don't have any money. So if you're attracting these type of people, you've got to look at yourself and why that's happening. This is why it's so important to do your gratitude, your affirmations, your visualization, understand what your why is, understand why you're in this business, what you want to get out of it, and what you want to do in your life to better it. I'm not someone who's in this industry to be copy and pasting comments to people. You know, I haven't got time for that. I haven't got time to buy views. I haven't got time to buy likes. It doesn't really do anything for me. And for those of you that's got massive engagement, but you don't engage with anyone, you might as well not even bother, because what's the point of it? You know? And a lot of you probably don't understand, and even I didn't at one point, is how to turn a like and a comment into a buying customer, or into, which most of you are probably on this call as well, a buying customer or a client. Okay? Or a business partner, however you want to call it, basically. So I'm going to just go into conversations. I'm just going to just have a look and see, you know, basically, quickest way to do this would be just to type a name. Okay, so we got, see who's online. Jeff. Okay. Okay, so this is someone that doesn't know what I do. So, and very interesting. So, good day, sir. Not sure what you're saying. We're connected, but ghosting, what is this? So basically, cut a long story short, my favorite saying for this training today is that I've been commenting, he's been responding. You know, I've even showed him some videos of training I've been on, you know, and he said some valuable stuff. Good morning, how's it going? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Now, he's not saying nothing. He's just looking at my posts. So this is what I classify ghosting. This is a really good example. Good day, sir. Not sure what you're saying. We're connected, but ghosting, what is this? When you look, but you don't engage. How are you, my brother? What's been happening in your life right now? No disrespect, but I don't look at training for people that's not successful. Pick a champion. You've probably heard that before. When I say successful, I mean that have made at least $1 million in this industry that we are part of. I expressed that several times, that I have champions I'm following right now. I've watched so many hours of training, still do, but I do respect what you guys do, and I support you sometimes. I just don't have the time, busy making money. I'm getting customers. Now, someone making money don't need to say they're making money. That's just my opinion, but I truly do believe that. I'm getting customers for my international TV business. One of the kind. I can watch local news in your city. You can watch local news in my city. All supports movies and 6,000 channels. Now, I don't know if you're picking up on this, but what I'm picking up on is this person here is really struggling. You know, they really are struggling. So I'm just going to engage with it how I'd always engage with it. I'm getting customers for my business, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to switch this around. I'm going to be like, congratulations. It's not online right now. I'm going to say congratulations. You know, good morning. So I'll say good morning, congratulations, because at the moment, it's kind of like indirectly like hit at me and saying that I'm not a multimillionaire, so he's not interested in my training, but then he said he was interested in what we're doing. So it's a bit of a contradiction in itself, but good morning, you know, my brother, because that's what I say whatever you say. Congratulations, you know, on your success, continued success. Continued success within your business. Now, I know some personal stuff, which I'm not going to disclose on this because that would be nice. But I know personally what he's telling me is incorrect. And he is struggling to a certain degree. Maybe he's doing well now. But the reason why I say he's struggling, whether you're watching this training yourself, Jeff, is because you're actually selling to me. Right about now, you're selling to me. For someone who's not struggling, or at least doesn't want to show that they're struggling, you don't want to show that you're struggling. You're selling. I'm getting customers for my international TV business. One of a kind. This person here is clearly screaming, I need support, but don't know how to do it. Because in order for you to get support, in order for you to get mentoring or have a coach, you need to surrender your ego. You need to just allow that ego to go. At one point, I was like, I'm the best. There's no one better than me. I don't need no support. I don't need no coach. I'll coach myself. But the blind leading the blind leads the blind to where? You know? Exactly. So I'm just going to just put this there. You know, I'm going to just congratulations, you know. This is like changing state. He's going to come back to this. He's going to be like expecting something else, but he's going to be like, whoa, okay. You know, and that's it. That's it. Conversation done. Because right now, other people might respond to that not very greatly, but that's how I've responded. And I'm going to just move on from there. And I'm going to move into having a conversation with someone. So I'm actually going to go by order. I'm going to check to see if there's any questions that need to be answered. But basically, if there's anything you want to know, you're not sure about, please do ask questions. It will get fed back to me via Messenger. For those of you that are, you know, on this call, you know, really please do think about why you're on this call. What is it that you want to get from this? And if you do have questions and you're not asking any questions or you're not saying anything at the moment, definitely reach out. So I'm going to move on into, you know, at the moment I haven't been messaged with anyone. No one's messaged me to tell me, you know, you're doing any, no one's actually telling me how well I'm doing, you know. Oh, thank you. Thank you. People, okay, well, I'm really happy you're enjoying the value. So basically, I'm going to move on in and actually say to you one thing to you now. It's so important that when you're messaging people, when you're commenting on people, because this is something I've not heard before, you really need to be in a high state. You really, really, really need to be happy. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is I've fallen asleep because I grind like no other. I'm not going to compare myself to anyone but myself. I work like no other I've ever met. Like, I'm going to tell you how hard I work. Despite my circumstances, even when I started my business last year, there was times when things didn't work out in my relationship that I'm in, which was it's been a 13-year relationship. And I've actually just like I'm going to just do the business through the night. I'm sleeping in my car because I want to be close to home in case things change overnight. And I'm just there basically on my phone and I'm messaging people. Now, I'm messaging people to the point of falling asleep. Now, as you remember, I don't want to contradict myself, so I'm just giving you a story. That's facts. This is true. Heart on my sleeve. I am die hard in this business, man. I really love helping people. It's something that I've always loved to do within my whole career. My background is children and family services, so that means I've worked as an assistant social worker. I've worked on helping troublesome teens. I've worked with gangs. I've worked with people that are, you know, self-harmers, challenging behavior. People, you know, like I said, my previous role, you know, people that are taking for granted their skills that they had when they've left hospital. We provide them a package of care. So this is something that's not new to me. I love to help people. It's not that I've just come in and I'm like, you know what, I want to help people to make money. Yeah, I want to help you to make money, but at the same time, I genuinely care about people. And this is why I'm saying to you, it's so important. Now, I'm going to share with you this screen because this conversation is very interesting. You know, this lady here, we've had a lot of conversation. I built a really good rapport with her, you know, and really lovely lady as well. And I've told her already, and this is, you feel no way, absolutely no way to tell someone you're not interested in their business because this is spam. Right here, this is spam. And you could consider what I've done as spam, but I don't see it as spam because every time, if I message you on your inbox, it's value. I'll show you what I classify as spam when I used to do it in a bit. So basically, I'm going to show you this conversation. See, it's because I really do like to support my team. So in regards to a new business partner of mine, Alicia, she joined my business, which is the travel business. It clearly says travels, no way of not pointing it out that it says travel. So I'm in the travel industry. So I've actually messaged a few people that I know and I built a rapport with. Now, for two reasons. One, to show them that, you know, yeah, I'm building my team. But at the same time, I'm showing them how I support my team, how I am not just bringing people into my business and not supporting them. Because this is something a lot of people do. A lot of people, and I've experienced it myself, this is the reason why I can say it, not within the businesses I'm in now, but previously, before, when I was in network marketing, I really didn't get the support that I was looking for. And that's probably why I didn't really build any team. And all I did was I'm really from a sales background. So I really did not get no support. I didn't get support. And even when I went to events, the leaders felt so unreachable. It was ridiculous. So unreachable. So I was like, you know what? I don't even think I want to be in this industry level. But fast forward to today, now you can see I'm in it. I'm getting on with it. I'm loving it. I'm enjoying it. You really got to love what you're doing. You know, it's not about just being in it for the money or, you know, it's about being it because you actually genuinely love it. And remember why you're in this industry. No matter how far or how ahead you are, always remember why you are here. You know, it's so important that you remember that. So I'm going to just dim my screen a bit because my battery seems to be it's going a bit down, but I've got loads of battery anyway, and I'm moving in swiftly. So this is spam. She's promoting a business. There's a scam going around called crowdfunding, or cloud token. It's been highlighted so many times that it's a scam. So it's very important that you really, this is why it's so important that when you do business with people, they know, like, and trust you. So we've got a really good rapport. So she's not really spamming me. She's just sharing something with me, I would say, but I still classify it as spam anyway, but I haven't told her that. So I'm like, hi, Nikki, free training, no thanks, not open to new opportunities, you know, typo. So anyway, you know, I've changed state. Hello, how are you? No, I haven't changed state. She's still in the same state. And the reason why I know I haven't changed state is because there's no smiley face, there's no LOL. You know, these are things you need to look in for. You really need to look out for these things. This is very important. And I just wanted to mention to you that we will be doing training on how to basically recruit via Messenger. That's not happening today, unfortunately. This training is a very special training. This training has allowed me to make some substantial money. I'm not going to go into that, but it's been able to make me, the most important thing you need to take into account is being able to make me build my team, build a business from Messenger alone. No phone calls, just what I'm showing you right now. So it's more about having them in right baskets, LOL. And I have all my eggs now nicely placed in their appropriate baskets and enjoying everything that is coming from that. Thank you. So now I've changed state because she's giving me a little smiley face. See, she's changed state. So I'm really happy for you. And I'm genuinely happy for her. One thing you need to do, if you're not already doing it, if you're a winner, if you're a leader, if you're a champion at heart, or you're a champion in body and spirit and mind and in person, always, always congratulate the people that surround you. I mean, you don't have to be to the extreme that I am, but just show appreciation, show gratitude, show how happy you are when you're seeing people winning. And don't fool no way if you feel that you want to share someone's post, that you feel that someone's going to go into their business or go into their organization. Abundance. Free yourself from that. Don't have no doubt, don't have no worries, don't have no anxieties. And I know it sounds like ridiculous, but at least eliminate as many as possible and think about all the things that you want in your life rather than the things you don't want. So when you're doing this, you really want to be in a happy place, like I mentioned. Like before I was falling asleep, deleting stuff off my phone, probably wiping videos that I've done because I was half asleep on Facebook, and then looking for someone to blame. But the only person you could possibly blame for your life is yourself. Until you come to that realization, you're just running around chasing your tail. And then until you actually do find the realization that you're actually responsible for your own actions and everything that happens to you in your life is you that brought it upon yourself, you'll still be just running around chasing your tail. So once you've actually passed that, you've got yourself some accountability partner, whether they're in your business, whether it's a life coach, whether it's a mentor. And I do advise to have a mentor and a coach. So your business, within personal development, in network marketing, affiliate marketing, you're getting loads of free training anyway. So really do embrace that. 80% is showing up. 20% is the rest of what you do. And having your mindset right, that you know that you're going to get things happening. Because there was times when I used to get into these chats and I'll be like, oh, they're not going to be interested in what I'm going to sell. Not sell, but what I'm going to share with them. Because at the time I was literally going straight into my spiel of my business. Now I don't do that anymore. And I'll be sharing that in the other training, not this training. So basically, to cut a long story shorter, this lady, I've already spoken to her about what I do. She understands what my team does. She doesn't yet accept the value, actually that's incorrect. She knows my value now, but her ego is too far high up at the moment. She's not surrendered it. So anyway, we're going to move on into it. Hey, you're most welcome, Nikki. To be honest, you never know when you may learn something new. See? Now, I'm just going to just go into the conversation, as you can see, move on in. And I'm actually going to have a little pause a second. Ask any questions, have a little fresh, drink some water. My mouth is dry. It's a lovely day in the UK, Kent.